Hey YouTube, Tim, Cooper's Automotive. We've got a 2003 Buick LeSabre Custom 3.8, and I noticed it applying the brake when I pulled it in. I could hear some clunk and moving. Lower control arm bushing. It's a lot easier to change the whole lower control arm than it is to do just a bushing, and we could do that, but why not get two new bushings and a new ball joint? So we're doing the left side, driver's side, lower control arm, and I've started into it, and I'm going to walk you through it. Alright, so you've got a sway bar link coming across. This thing's rusty, so you got to take it out. Most likely it's not going to come completely out. We're going to have to buy a sway bar link for this side. It's a 14 and a 14 on the top, using the gear wrench and socket here. I haven't been able to shoot videos in a while. We've been extremely busy. I have help, but I could almost use more. Booked like a week in advance. Let your tool kind of wedge against something. Helps you so you don't have to hold the pressure against it. Let the tie rod do it for you here. And she's a little toasty. Alright, so we've got it out, and as I see, it wouldn't come out. The bolt's kind of seized up. We'll see what happens when we get it back down. After you replace or get that out of there, right on the bottom right here is the lower ball joint. That's an 18 mil. And you got a keyway through it. Take your keyway out and take your 18 mil castle nut off. This one, it's aluminum knuckle, but I did hit it here and it did come out. It wouldn't have, we would have had to use something to press it out of there. Now these two on this side, you got a nut with a stop on it, and on the inside were 18 mils. Long ratchet right here. And you'll see it hit its stop, and if it goes well, again, this will come out of here. It does need some other work. Now hopefully these bolts come out of this arm. If not, that'll be a whole nother story. Fans are running wide open. We are really hot today. Alright, so the nut's out of there. Okay, so once you get that out, you're going to have to pry this arm down. Go ahead and get this out of here. Alright, there's the nut. Bolt. Let's go into the inside, up underneath this cover. Let me see if I'm in focus to show that. Still sort of there. Pull the cover back a little bit. push tab there. Get up underneath it. And everything's been lubricated with the penetrating oil. Got another one. That's what they look like. Wiggle that bolt out of there. Setting everything on the corner of my left arm here. There we are. There's the bushing that was busted. Now we got a Duralast part from AutoZone. Get in the zone, the AutoZone. And we're using this one right here. 520-169. So they got to kind of go together. If they don't, you're most likely not going to get it in there. I'm going to start this one a little bit on the ball joint right there. And then I am going to hit it with a hammer right there. Don't want to lose my castle nut. Let's see if I can move it. Whoa. How about that? We can move it all right. Knock it clean off of there. Yeah, the bushing spread must be a little bit off. Like if they didn't press that all the way down in there. Sometimes that's a problem. Parts can drive you absolutely nuts. Well, we're in. Little tap. I would want to get it lined up. Screwdriver, something, punch, something, bolt, anything you can get up in there. Bring it into alignment. I'm going to start that nut on the bottom of our ball joint. Just to keep things from flopping around. Okay. I think the front one's lined up already. We're going to go ahead and put that bolt up through it. Let's see if that be right. No, not quite. Where's a screwdriver when you need it? Okay, so it is through most of the way. Let's try to get the other one through now in the back here. Just close. Okay, I believe that's it. Can tap that one because we can kind of maybe get to it a little bit. Not quite. Let me put the hammer up, get something out of my way. I have this bad habit of setting sockets down and really not paying attention where I put something. We're back in action. Got our 18 here of this 3/8 ratchet. Got our tabbed nut on the back. Now you won't crank down on these until you got pressure underneath your ball joint so that you don't twist your bushing out prematurely because of not being in the right position. All right, we'll leave that as is. Let's see if this new nut on the bottom of our ball joint is still an 18. And it is. Let's get a light so I can see that a little bit better. Guess we got to line up the keyway. Almost there. All right, so we're going to need a keyway to put in that. A lot of times they come with your control arm, your ball joint, yada yada yada, but this one did not realize that the light was blinding everybody. It happens sometimes. All right, so the keyway's in the bottom. That's tight. We got a under the hoist jack stand here, so we can bring this thing up. you didn't have this, you'd have to get it on the ground, put it on a jack stand, something like that. I'm still going to have to buy this sway bar link. That other one, like I said, it's not coming out of there. So after you get that, and go back with your 18 on the inside and tighten them up. We're tight. That's completed. Let this down. We got to go order a sway bar link, so we got to stop the video and order some parts. All right, in conclusion, sway bar link, pin kit, in. I still got to do the other side, because here's your part number on that. All right, a 265-1295. Okay? Now, so I'm standing under the car, and I'm signing out. Cooper's Automotive. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Post your comments, your questions, anything. I will reply. It may take a little bit, but as soon as I can, I will reply. 2003 Buick LeSabre Custom. All right. Like it. Subscribe to it. Click that button. Do it now. Thanks you. Thanks you. Thanks you.